veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. I've been driving this train, years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. La, 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 la. Oh, oh. Man, I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. La, 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 la. Oh, oh. I've been driving this train, years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. La, 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 la. Oh, oh. Man, I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. La, 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 la. Oh, oh. I've been driving this train, is in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say, I don't push pause, no, I push.
Yes, good people. Big up to all of you. I appreciate you once again finding the time to join the show this particular morning. This isn't the Blue Morning Show. This is a show set to align, you can say, with the schedule of Chelsea in the United States. Unfortunately, I will not be attending any of the games because there's something going on in my life, something personal that doesn't allow me a lot of space to do all the things that I want to do. But that's, by the way, it shall pass. Nothing wrong. It's something good. For today's show, and more importantly, I do hope you're all doing well. Today we will preview Enzo Maresca's first cooking. We'll talk about how the Enzo Maresca's first meal for Chelsea fans will be served. We'll talk about head to head. We played Wrexham, I think, one time, and then we'll go into the Enzo Maresca's first press conference, which Rich James joined them for. It was good. He spoke intelligently, and that made me happy. We'll also address some news items. We'll talk about Trevoh Chalobah once again. And we'll talk about the feedback, overall feedback from Enzo Maresca's training. And then we'll also talk about Chelsea's move for Philip Jorgensen. We've made our initial offer, and it looks like we're going to get that particular deal over the line. And please, I will appeal to all of you once again to please kindly keep the topics aligned. That's not to say you don't have the right to have a good conversation with a community member. You can. But if you want the panelists to address whatever you said in the chat, you have to keep it aligned. Otherwise, we will assume you're having a good conversation with a community member, and that's fine. Then we'll just skip it. So without wasting much of your time, because we keep it interactive here, we're gonna say hello to you, those in the chat. And once again, I want to remind you guys we will do a watch along today. Definitely. First game of the season. I get it, not a Premier League game, again, or European game, but it's always important. People always want to watch the game to get a glimpse into what the manager will be doing going into the season. And a Sunday here, purpose is how are you doing? We're doing, and how are you doing too, Mr. Sunday? Thank you for joining. To Bill, I know why you did that. And Pedro Granja, nice to see you, Mr. Pedro Granja. And Vic is in the house. Vic, I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. I do hope you're doing well. And thank you so much for all your support. I cannot thank you enough. The updates, everything, good conversations behind the scenes. I appreciate all of them. Thank you, Vic. Who else do we have here? Vic is saying, again, I get to catch you early today. I will be listening. Have a great day. Looks like you're at work. Up Chelsea for live. OG, bless, nice to see Mr. OG and Tom Holland. Is the match going to be shown here? No, we don't have the right to show the match. We will do a watch along. Commentary is what we do. You watch it from the comfort of your room, on a couch, maybe wherever you want to be, in your kitchen. But what we do is have a conversation about events, live events during the game, and we don't show any of those. Coach, where are you going to watch the match? Where I'm going to watch the match? It will be shown on the club's website. Yeah, it will be shown on the club's website, but it will be but it's not going to be for free. I think it's £4, which is around $8 plus. For me, not bad. Willie Bless, big up to you too. Willie Bless, nice to see you, and good afternoon. Good afternoon to you too. 30 that's a chosen. Thank you for saying that. And we have an indefinite. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much. Good morning to you too, Mr. Jude, the CEO of Chelsea FC. Jingles, always nice to see you. And then my bro Constantine Dunn. Big up to you, the captain of the house. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. I do hope you're doing well. Thank you so much. I can't spell. Jesus Christ. Is that the command again? Why am I losing my mind? But nice to see you. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. Yeah, your ID right there, and I appreciate it. Big up all the legends on the panel, and thanks, Coach, for approving me for your channel. Everyone, hit the like button. No worries, no worries. I'm gonna say that again. I appreciate you, Leighton, and that's a rich money makers. And Kanye saying, despite the ups and downs, I try to remain positive and excited about every coming next season. Hope we have a great season. I think we will have a great season, and do not worry too much. Remember, I told you that, Coach. You can watch it on ESPN. We don't get the channels for the stream. Okay, I have the. I'm paying for the ESPN app. I think I used it. Was it for the Champions League? Some I think, yeah, Champions League or some Copa America games or even Euros. I think I used it for either of the two. But nice to see you, and Stephen Ali. Good afternoon, Coach. How you day? I day well. I no go complain, my brother. How you day? Judy saying here, Coach, it sounds like you were afraid to announce that he will not be free on the channel website. No, I leave me alone. That is not the case. Just leave me alone, bro. Why are you doing this to me? Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Please follow each other on Twitter. Rich Money Makers is growing, and he's joined our Twitter community. If you don't remember, we have a Twitter community, and the rule I will tell you in advance is that we try to keep it clean there. No sharing of links. The community, not the panelist group. You can join there. We can have a good conversation, and soon we will start posting links to shows we have. Just give me 1 second. What I'm gonna do is this: I'm gonna breeze through the news items we have out there, because I don't think we don't have anything to analyze until we get to the comments during the presser. We'll start dissecting and analyzing the manager's comments and researchers' comments. That's when other panelists can come in. But if as I'm breezing through the news items we have lined up, they can also say, yeah, they have something to say there. I'm saying this in advance because I don't want Bobby to sue me. I love Bobby, but I know he's always joking whenever he complains that I didn't call upon him to speak. He's always busy, but finds time to join us on the panel. So I want to say good morning, and probably good. Just say welcome to the panel to both Constantine, Dante, and Bobby. So, yep, the first item we have lined up here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. More importantly, the likes do go a long way. 72 people in total watching, but only you could argue 50% of that on YouTube, the rest on X. And if you're following the show on X, just know that we appreciate you. That's because you watching alone does go a long way for us. But we want to ask you for one favor, one tiny bitty favor, which is to take a second and drop a like on the stream for us, because the more likes we garner, the more the YouTube algorithm will be triggered to and be forced to push the stream to more people who'll be interested in the topics we have lined up. So please kindly do us that tiny bitty favor by dropping a like on the stream. And if you haven't, do subscribe to the channel. We'd really appreciate that. Give me 1 second, people. I'm still setting up the presentation window so we can start addressing the items we have lined up here. This goes there. Look at me. I still haven't gotten used to the system. Just as an amateur here. Okay, there you go. Yes, people, what do we have in the chat? One more time before we continue. More likes. Yes, people, more likes. And also go check out Trevoh's YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe. Let's help him get to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. He's a nice guy through and through. He's not selfish. That's one thing I like about him. And Ty also. Both are my brothers. People go and subscribe to Trevoh's YouTube channel, and also let him know I sent you, so that if I get to meet him in South Africa, he knows what I'm talking about. He'll buy me a lot of that. My Twitter, yep, go and follow Rich Money Makers and Bobby. Bobby's in the house, the legendary, the OG, one of the senior panelists we have here that I respect so much. Much love to you, Bobby. Thank you for finding the time to say hello to those in the chat also. So the first item we have here reads, Chelsea have sent first bid in the region of 20 million euros to Villarreal for Philip Jorgensen, and that's according to Fabrizio Romano. I've taken my time to look at his comms and everything. Learned that, again, I did say that during yesterday's show, that my only issue is that he punches the ball within his 60-yard box, which means the opposition can get a chance to pounce on the rebound. But I think it's something that can be corrected. Dante did say that, and I believe that's the case. But he's an excellent shot stopper. Guy, he has good vision. He's a sweeper keeper too. Comes off his line to stop the opponents from scoring. Good distribution overall. And surprisingly, actually, he beats Robert Sanchez and Petrovic in terms of shot stopping. There are other areas where they measure a bit, or where he's better than them slightly, but I think you could say he's better than both, in my opinion. Dante, I don't know you have anything to say about that. It looks like we're getting the deal over the line, and I can assure you that if we sign him, he'd be our number one, because I think he's better than the two goalkeepers we have already. But go ahead, Dante. Let's hear you.
Yeah, big up, coach. Big up, Bobby, and everyone in the chat as well. Yep, like I was saying last night and the night before, he's number two. He was number two on my list of ball-playing keepers I'd like to see. Valles was number one. He was number two. So I'm very happy if we go for him.
You're still not saying his name right, and I'm going to be attacking you. It's Varias.
It's not Vardies. There's no R in it.
Go ahead.
Where are you getting the R from? There's no R.
Valles. I think it's Valles.
It's
Go
Valles.
ahead.
Valles,
Not
yeah.
it's not a Spanish class, but go ahead.
Don't worry about Spanish class. Don't worry about it. Yeah, he's perfect for what we need. He'll definitely be the number one if he comes in, even though he'll be probably cheaper than Sanchez. Looks like we put a bid in for 20 million around there. I do know he has a 34 or 32 or 34, I can't remember exactly, a release clause. So I probably Villarreal might be holding out for that. But I think we'll probably get this deal done. It looks like if we already bid that amount, obviously, apparently we've already talked to the player. He's happy to go. Everything else is good. It's just dealing with Villarreal, of course. So I think we'll probably get this one over the line. And I'm very happy about it because he's what we need. Like you said, he's an excellent shot stopper. He's a good height, not too tall, not too small. He's just that mid-size, which is perfect for an all-round keeper. Very good with his feet. Sweeper keeper,
comes off
out
his
a lot.
line and all that.
He's got very quick acceleration off the line. He's very quick. So yeah, he's got it all exactly what we need, what Maresca wants. And yeah, I hope we do get him across the line because he'll be a very big asset. As I keep harping on, it's a very, very important position for Maresca. So I'm sure he was all over these selections, looking at these keepers. So yeah, very happy. Hopefully we'll get it done.
Yeah, I'm happy. I think you're correct. I think we'll get the deal over the line, and I think he comes in as a number one, not number two to Sanchez. But that's by the way. I'm going to get to Bobby in a bit to hear his opinion. I know he definitely has something to say about the goalkeeping position. And my Iraqi bro, Bast 05, Costified yesterday and stopped talking. Big up Katila. I feel excited with Chelsea signing Jorgensen. We have been in need of a goalkeeper that can play out from the back, with which suits Maresca's tactics. Which is a goalkeeper to be good on the ball, and plus he's actually an excellent shot stopper. Yeah, his handling is where I have a bit of an issue, but I don't think it's a serious concern. It's something that can be corrected to get him to always parry the ball to the side and not inside his 6-yard box.
He's also very fast, coach. But he's got much quicker reflexes than Sanchez and Petrovic. He's much faster.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. He gets to the ground quickly. Douglas says legendary Bobby is in the house. Yes, I agree. And Blue board analysis, Jerry. Nice to see you, Jerry. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Philip Jorgensen, he says Maresca's a type of goalkeeper, and it's the club and coach want him. I will support him, and plus he wants to come to us. What did Petrovic do wrong? Philip Jorgensen is the same size as Petrovic, but he's the better goalkeeper. But in my opinion, I'd say let him be the number one and Petrovic be the number two. And that's opinion based. But numbers say actually Sanchez is better than, did finish the season better than Petrovic. That's not to say he's better than Petrovic. But that's just my opinion. I've always known we need a better goalkeeper than both. And I have a post on X to say that after looking at Sanchez's and Petrovic's number. I was like, "Ooh, we need a better goalkeeper." And lo and behold, the manager, it took him 2 weeks to say, I'm sorry, we have to go to the market." Not only that, Jorgensen is also a good shot stopper. Also, he needs to improve on his parrying. Yep. Yep, you're doing a lot of tappings today, but good for you. You're learning. Yes, that was exactly what I was teaching. I was teaching Constantine Dante. Anything else, Bobby? I hail you, Bobby. A lot of people saying hello to you. A lot of love for you in the chat. Big up my boss. Jorgensen has got an Allison height. Okay, I don't know his height, but I'm gonna skip a few of your comments. I've read a lot from you, bro. Constantine Dante, I love your analysis of our coach's style, and I am learning a lot from you. Keep it up. Wow. If you praise him one more time and now praise me, I'm gonna block you. Let me make it clear to you. Yeah, I'm jealous. Um, okay, my boss, speak on. And here, the coolest Chelsea saying, and by the way, it is typical. Villarreal fans abuse him a lot and let him come to Chelsea. We will love him. Yeah, we will. He's a good goalkeeper. No cap says he's 6'3". Not bad. So, Bobby, let's hear you. We're getting Jorgensen. At least that's what I believe will happen. I don't think we'd beat that much money if we're not serious about getting him. I think he's probably our priority. I get it. Rumors are that we're also interested in signing Leicester City goalkeeper, but this shows that he's our top priority. Bobby, let's hear you, bro. And thank you so much for finding the time to join us on the panel this morning.
Yeah, big up, coach.
Big up, my bro.
CFC Dante. I don't know who else is on the panel, but
Big up,
It's just
Bobby.
the three of us.
Yeah. So the A team, as it were. Where's my brother Roger? Oh, don't like this. Where is he? He doesn't show up these days. I haven't seen him
We'll
for a
talk about
while.
that.
But, right, okay. I think there was some issue going down. But anyway,
Rogers on loan
listen.
somewhere.
Uh, listen. Goalkeepers. It's a funny thing. Look, I'm not going to pretend I know everything about Jorgensen. I don't.
Mhm.
Quite simply. I will say one thing. As I said yesterday, a red flag has gone up with me and Maresca. Everybody knows how positive I am about Chelsea. I am Chelsea. I've been Chelsea for gosh about 50 years plus. That's my team. However, and that's my passion. I love talking Chelsea. I've got, but my company works at the club and for the club, and I everything. But however, I am concerned because once people start trying to tell me, and I think my part of my concern has been allayed, but once somebody starts trying to tell me that a goalkeeper as bad as Robert Sanchez is better than the guy that replaced him very well last season, albeit a developing goalkeeper, then I'm worried. Now, if that's a ploy to sell Sanchez, I'm all for it. And the only thing that has kept my powder dry is that Georgi Petrovic is, I'm told, injured, and he will be joining them on preseason as soon as he recovers. Hopefully, he recovers quickly. I'm good with that. Yes, we do need a better goalkeeper than both of them, more experienced and more capable. I'm all for that. If it means one of them should go, I want it on record. I say categorically it has to be Robert Sanchez. We've made mistake purchases before. Why do we have to dilly dally about this one? That's just the truth. This guy has shown us who we are, and we're delusional to want to doubt it. He's shown us who we are. I mean, who he is. So why are we pretending he's something else or he will ever be something else? I'm sorry, I'm not here to just dig at him, but I'm upset that anybody at Chelsea should even consider him as any kind of option going into
And
next
yes,
season.
yeah, Bobby, sorry, I
Yeah,
apologize. Let's do
okay.
something we always do here, and that is if what we're hearing is the truth, because
Yeah,
the truth remains. We know no manager will come in and say, yeah, I want that goalkeeper to be my number one, and then it goes public.
yeah, yeah,
Um, So that is if we're to believe what we're hearing. Because after all, if he liked him that much, then we wouldn't be going for Jorgensen because I think Jorgensen would be standing over him. But go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I think so too. I'm just letting my off steam and letting my position be known on this platform, that I have the privilege to do this, that I am not for Robert Sanchez at all. I'm quite prepared to accept that it is a bad buy and to accept that the club will need to offload him, even if they give him away. That has got to be one of those that has been an expensive mistake. Well, he wasn't that expensive, but you know what I mean. It's going to cost us
Mhm.
something to get rid of him. Unfortunately, Petrovic is cheap enough in purchase and currently in wages for us to hang on to him and develop him. We're a project club at the moment. Petrovic is a project, and he will get even better. Now to Jorgensen. The thing that interests me about a lot of these goalkeepers that most of us aren't familiar with, he plays in La Liga. We don't see him every week as such. We don't really, unless you want to follow Villarreal, you don't really notice him in the few games we get to see of Villarreal. So I can't say I know this guy. I think he's a Swedish international, and I'm not really one that jumps up and down to watch the Swedish national team whenever they play either.
But Danish,
Having
Bobby. He's Danish.
Oh, he's Danish. Okay, well, I
He's
knew it was
born in
one of the
Sweden, but
Scandinavian.
he changed to Denmark. Yeah.
Oh, okay, all good. So he's their national keeper. I think I noticed him in the Euros a bit actually, but he didn't really rip up trees, in my opinion. He didn't make any calamitous mistakes. But the one thing I always find with these videos that we're being, that people graciously put out there about goalkeepers, you only ever see them stopping shots, which is their first job. You know, that
Yeah,
it's always shot stopping. There's a
clips.
big shot here, a big shot, and if you're lucky, you see them use their feet to stop a shot. Reflex goalkeeping, which is part of their job, and that's excellent because if they can't even stop shots like Kepa couldn't at one time, there's no beginning. Having said that, I want to see videos of some of these guys being linked to Chelsea, collecting crosses, coming out, collecting balls from corners and things. That is also a major part of goalkeeping, especially in the Premier League. I want to see them stopping penalties. You don't even get to see that. And I would like to see a couple of shots of them passing the ball from the back, a couple of little nifty, maybe even simple um, short passes, a little bit of ball control. I got to appreciate Thibaut Courtois. Actually, he's tall, he's lanky, he looks clumsy on the ball, but Thibaut Courtois is very good with the ball at his feet. I saw a few snippets of some of his games with Real Madrid, and he's a dribbler. He can control the ball, and that's what I want to see. And that's where, if you're going to use flash in the pan videos to convince people, that's where I personally will be at least tempted or interested in the goalkeeper if you show me that. Now, Jorgensen, his reputation has to precede him. I don't know him. Dante says he's a good guy, a good height, not too big, not too small, which is major in the Premier League. If you've got enough height about you to deal with the big, strong, tough Premier League strikers and then centre backs when they come up for corners, you're on to a winner. But I'm not sure. I can't say I know. The only thing I'm happy about is that it tells me that this issue of Robert Sanchez is not convincing the people that matter, and that's the new coaching staff. So we'll wait and see what happens. If we get
Yeah,
him, welcome to Chelsea. If we get
yeah,
somebody else that looks good and has reputation, welcome to Chelsea as well. Oh, by the way, just before I drop, coach,
Mhm.
this season, I might have to drop anyway because I'm still, if they come to give me my
yeah, yeah,
treatment,
yeah,
I've got to
yeah.
run.
I
That
understand.
this season, I'm going to watch. I watched preseason very closely under Pochettino last year, but it was all televised ones, and I wasn't very well. I couldn't really get about. But this season, I'm going to really watch our preseason. I've already booked the game tonight against Wrexham. I hope I can get up and watch that. But I'm even going to. I think we're covering the game against Inter, so my people will be there anyway. So I'm going to go see
Mhm.
that live. I,
So the Inter Milan game
yeah, yeah.
at the
I might
bridge.
send you some videos. Yeah, I'll be there. It's the first time I've been able
Excellent.
to get out there with some of my team. We've got a little contract that day, so um, I'm proud that my guys are there doing a bit of security, and I will go and hopefully get to watch the game and be able to report back. God willing. But
Excellent.
however, all these games out in the States, I'm going to be watching them carefully for two reasons. One, obviously, we want to see how Maresca does, but
Mhm.
you start getting the tactical understanding. Now, Pochettino let us down with that because he kind of showed us one thing, but when the season started, he did another. But injuries had a lot to do with that. If, please God, our team can stay fit and all the key guys are available, your Nkunkus, your Reece James, and so on, that would be interesting to say the least how he's going to play them.
Yeah. The question that I'm gonna ask EPL tough. Maybe it wasn't their decision because when we signed Sanchez, I don't think we have um, the structure wasn't, you could say, wasn't complete at the time. Decision making was everywhere at the time. But let's see what happens. Hey, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes that do go a long way. And Tayo, hey, nice to see you, Tayo, here saying Chelsea ownership are doing too much. We still have Slonina. Yeah, but if Solina isn't good enough, should we go for him go with him because we have him? Hmm? Petrovic is believed to be carrying a small. Yep,
Solino
yep.
is a
That was
kid.
why he stayed
He's
back. But
developing.
rumors are that we still sell him if we get a good offer. Go ahead, Bobby. You were saying something.
No, Slonina is a kid. He's in
And yeah,
development. We can't risk that.
yeah. And if he's good enough, he'd get a chance. I don't say we use him because we have him. Which is how again I read your comment. I disagree. It's not up to us fans who should go. Okay, let's
Yeah,
see.
I
Sanchez.
know that, but it's just an
Mhm,
opinion. I can't tell them who goes and who stays. Of course not. But I
mhm.
can express concern and I can express an opinion. And 9 times out of 10, anybody that knows me, I support the club and everything they do. But Sanchez, for me, absolute no no.
Yeah, and Sanchez was such as a Brighton keeper. We paid 25 million for him. I think he had again the Chelsea Brighton Chelsea connection was why we signed him, in my opinion. I'm not saying he's a bad goalkeeper. And he talks about Sanchez is not that bad. I'm not saying he's that bad, but we all know
I
we
am
can do
saying
better
he's
than
that
him.
bad.
And
I put it
anybody
on
has it.
record. I am
Yeah, and
saying
anybody.
he is that
Yeah,
bad.
go ahead, Bobby. Go ahead.
Sorry, I'm just saying, I wanted to be clear. Bobby, Bobby, I am saying that Sanchez is that bad.
And
He
it's
gives
your
me as
right.
much
Yeah.
concern as Kepa did. He's not consistent enough. I cannot see him improve. If he does, I will hold my hand up and say, look, I was wrong. Just like I was when I said I didn't want Thiago Silva. But this geezer, I've seen enough. I can't see it changing. Sorry.
All right, thank you so much. Vic, go back to work and leave us alone. And the birthday thing, happy birthday to Daniel De Rossi, a fine player on his days. Now, is he Roma manager now? Okay, why? How did I miss that? So he took over from Mourinho.
Yeah,
But
he
his
is.
thing, we celebrate the birthday of our members and family members of our members, or siblings of our members, or co-worker you want to shout out. You let us know so we can shout out the person and celebrate with them. Argentina. Okay, I'm not sure I understand that, but nice to see you. Saying here, okay, that's for Bobby. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Bobby, I'm with you on that. Keepers stopping shots with their hands and collecting aerial balls and stopping penalties and all that. Clips. clips can be deceiving in most cases because it's only clips of where they're doing well. Somebody can also do clips of their fails. On the project, there was no tactical structures. Okay. But right now, we're talking about the goalkeeper. Petrovic is going to US. He's healthy, yeah, he will go. But he was injured, which was why he was left behind in the first place. He was nursing a bit of an injury. What it is, honestly, I don't know. If he's recovered, I don't know. So maybe he's still nursing the injury in question. Saying here, have you heard something about only 4 to 6 international loans? What about Slonina? Loan him. I'm not sure the club, it's their job to figure that out, honestly. And Siaka South Africa is saying, guys, I have 4 siblings, 2 older sisters, one. Okay, one or older. I am the last one. Okay, good to hear all those things. As I said before, on okay, B-Day, she's very supportive, and thank you to her. Thank you to Kohalas. We appreciate her taking care of you. Yeah, we appreciate it. And we did celebrate her birthday with her here. We did shout her out. And Keyshawn, my New York bro, nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Slonina is not ready for Chelsea. It's that simple, really, in my opinion. And we can't just use them because we have them. We're Chelsea. We always look for better players. Mourinho, yeah, from the batch. Did they play yesterday? I didn't pay attention. Anything else? I'm going to scroll to the very bottom and then I'll try to get your subsequent contribution in the chat. More likes, people. More likes. 29 likes. We should be doing a lot better because we're 42 minutes into the show. 77 people watching. 27 of those on YouTube and the rest on X. So we go back to discussing the items we have lined up here. And please, if you're following the show on X, which means we have about 50 people following the show on X, kindly take a second, drop a like on the video on X, share with your friends. Also, do follow our X account and help us grow. And the X thing is sounding like something else. Did I miss that? Did Siaka say today is his birthday? Let me go back again. Did I miss that? He says, guys, I have 4 siblings, 2 older sisters, 1 older. I am the last born, and my older sister is Mimi, who is turning 39 today. As I said before, on Kuhala's big day. Okay, she's very supportive. Yeah, it's not
Coach,
Siaka's
we celebrated
birthday.
his sister's birthday last time, but this is his other sister, his older sister's birthday today as well.
Is this saying the older sister? What's the name of the who's the sister that's today is her birthday? What's the name?
Mimi.
What am I missing there?
Mimi is her name. Mimi's turning 39 years old today.
I have glasses on and I still missed that.
I was going to say, your glasses are working.
Oh my gosh. But I just saw it. So let me go back to it so that it's relevant. I'm used to breezing through it. And reading people's comments here has cost me a lot of issues. When I see something serious, I just read the head and breeze through it because I'm busy analyzing what's being said there and miss a few. My wife will say, can you please read that again? All right, I'm gonna say let's wish Mimi happy 39th birthday. Apologies, I missed it, and glad I asked the question, and glad I saw that from Tobago. Give me 1 second here. Let me arrange these celebratory. Okay, shut up, coach. I'm not going to try to say it. All right, let's see what else we have here. Thank goodness I have Dante on the panel here. He's helped me. So Mimi, 39, right? Where's that part again? Where's that part again? I have to go back to that Siaka's comment. Sorry, people. Let's celebrate with Siaka. He's an OG here. We respect him. Okay, Mimi's turning 39 today. So Mimi, happy 39th birthday to you today. You become a year smarter and better at what you do, more experience in life. So happy birthday to you and congratulations for turning 39.
Happy birthday, Mimi.
They're killing me. Dante, they're killing me in the chat for missing that, even though I have glasses on. And Vic,
Hey, well,
Vic
I
is your
can't say anything
champion.
about it. You deserve it, unfortunately.
Vic is championing it. I'm just gonna ban him temporarily so he start championing the war against me. Happy birthday to you to Mimi.
Dante, I
That's
can
yeah.
only hear you. I can't hear Coach at all if
You
he's
can't hear
talking.
me. You might have to go out and come back in, Bobby. Okay, but if I go
Connection's a
back to
bit
the
low, Bobby.
presentation
Maybe the
window,
connection again.
yeah. But if I go back to the presentation window, I'm sure he can hear me now.
No, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. According to my contacts, Ben Roberts, the ex-Brighton coach, is pushing Sanchez on our new coach. Sorry, guys, for the news. But don't worry, it's an update. We'll take it. We'll move on. Ajay Onyedikachi, good day to you too. I hope you're doing well. And once again, Mimi, happy 39th birthday. Vic, just go back to work. I thought you already said you're listening, that you're at work. Why are you coming back here to attack me? I'm going to temporarily block you so that I can host the show in peace. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Yeah, I do that a lot. That was, but TC, nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. A lot of good messages in the chat section for Mimi. So Mimi, once again, happy 39th birthday, Kachila. No, I have Ken. We actually fight a lot about the names we give our kids, but I'm not going to get into that. When my wife said the other one should be Declan Rice came to mind, and I was like, we're not doing this. But I lost that fight anyway. Okay, let's move on to the next item we have lined up. And the next thing we have to talk about here, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. 29 likes, and we should be doing a lot better. The next item here, give me 1 second. Let's go. Why is my system slow today? Chelsea are close to agreeing in personal terms with Villarreal's goalkeeper Philip Jorgensen, with the player preferring a move to Stamford Bridge over Marseille. He wants to come to us, and I like to see that. I don't know anybody on the panel has anything to add to that, or should we move on to the next topic? We've talked about how good he is. In my opinion, I think he's good. And if he comes in, he's going to be the number one. And it's a good thing he wants to come to us, more importantly. And we see here the feedback, lots of positive feedback from the players, from the club's hierarchy. Even I think some rival fans are admiring how hands-on he is on the training pitch. A lot of people saying a lot of good stuff about him. And this reads that the feedback coming out of the Chelsea camp over Maresca's training sessions had been positive. Okay. While a source closer to senior players told the Athletic that Pochettino is missed by a sizable contingent, Maresca has been making an impact on that already. Why bring our ex into this conversation? He shouldn't be part of this conversation. I think that is
100%.
absolute nonsense. What we have from Kukurea is that we are happy, something to that effect, but he used a generalized language to say that the players are happy, which means a lot of them are happy. Levi Cowell, he's spoken publicly again, and didn't hide his admiration for the manager's training approach. You could say that Moises Caicedo had a slight dig at Mauricio Pochettino by saying at Brighton it was a tactics, and then at Chelsea was all run. We've heard a lot of stuff. To me, I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to see anything about our ex in the same paragraph when we talk about Maresca. This saying that sizable missing him. No, forget about that. I think they will move on quickly. I remember the story of a lot of Leicester City players wanting to leave, but the moment that they trained a few times under Maresca, they all said, "Yeah, you know what? I'm staying." And some of them, I know that they're happy they stayed. I think indeed he got another contract. I think about a week ago or so. And look where Dewsbury-Hall is right now. Shanks, nice to see you, Shanks. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. I do hope you're doing well. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 83 people, only 30 on YouTube. The rest on X. If you're following the show on X, give us a like. We're not a big account yet, so we'll still beg for likes and follow us. So this is also Vane's reporting on Chalobah. Still, it says that Chalobah is aware of interests from other Premier League clubs and abroad, but he's in no hurry. Given he signed a 6-year deal just 2 seasons ago, he will continue to work at Cobham before deciding his next move. Yep, take all the time you need. Just it is what it is, and move on and go out, go to another club and prove Chelsea wrong. It's as simple as that. Why are we fighting a civil war over a player? In my opinion, whether it was the owners that said yeah drop him, or whether it was the manager's decision to drop him, irrespective of who made the decision to drop him, he's surplus the requirement. From given that reason, why is the civil war needed? No, I'm glad the whole thing has again have died down. We're not talking that much about him. We're now talking about um, the manager's presser, and the only thing that's aligned to his situation is when the manager was asked something to the effect of whose decision it was to drop him, and the manager took responsibility. He's here to make decisions, and good big name managers that succeed in football, they make bold decisions, and in some cases drop a player that probably majority of the fan base perceive as the club's best player. Bobby, you haven't spoken. I haven't heard anything from you with regards to Trevoh Chalobah's situation, the future, or whatever you want to call it. Let's get your perspective on that situation before we move on to the next topic.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you saw my tweet. It's not tweet anymore, is it? It's my post on X about this. Um, I feel disappointed. I'm not particularly happy about it. I'm also rather, exhausted by it. Every season, Trevor's going. I've
Mhm.
resigned myself to the fact that, I think this time he will be sold, and I'm just hoping he gets sold to, as far away from us in terms of the competitions we are participating in as possible, which means I would rather he gets sold abroad to AC Milan or Juventus or someone like that. Trouble is they can't afford him. Look, I spill no bones about this. I personally believe that Trevoh Chalobah is our best centre back. I really think that. I think it is him and another. I think of the four, or is it five, centre backs that we now have, it should be Desassi particularly, and or Badiashile that should be sold in place of Trevoh Chalobah. That's just my opinion. I think the club quite clearly have another opinion. Whether Maresca is,
I was waiting for that disclaimer.
what do you mean?
I
You
was
mean the
waiting for the disclaimer, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean that's just the reality. There was a
Mhm.
post saying that I can't control who gets bought and who gets sold, so I have to underline that what I can do is give an opinion, and it is what it is. Look, if for Maresca to come out and publicly actually say that he had to make a decision to drop Chalobah is quite an indictment. And, is he saying it in support of the sporting directors? Maybe. But the fact is that it's something that he's very happy to go along with. Um, it's disappointing. We've sold our academy graduates before. And, I've been very sad and upset about it. You all know how I felt when we sold Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I didn't think we should have, but because of his injury, it's nice to see him go and thrive in a league that the pace and the physicality of which is enough to elongate his career, and bring out the best in him. Trevoh is different. Yes, he had that nasty injury, that long injury, but when he came back strong. Trevoh Chalobah was showing his leadership. You could see him in huddles talking to the team. I mean, he spoke more than Gallagher did. He was the backbone. he was the real leader on the pitch in the latter side of the season. He scored some excellent goals, not least to mention his header against Spurs. He can carry the ball and run. He's fast. He's got positional sense. So a fit Trevoh Chalobah is an excellent centre back. I don't know. What can I
Mm,
say? I can't see um, Desassi or Badiashile lacing his boots. The only thing that Badiashile has is that he's left-sided, and having a left-sided centre back is always important. But he's got to get himself fit and convince us again after some terrible mistakes he made last season. And I will give him a get out of jail card. I don't think he was fit a lot of the time that he was played after he was out for lengthy injuries. Desassi, well, we'll wait and see. Yes, he's a fighter. Um, he does lack pace, it seems, and that is where Chalobah will completely leave him for dust. And just to summarize,
mhm.
I'm not happy to see him go. I've resigned to the fact that he's probably going to go,
And I
and
was going to ask
we
you
move
this.
on.
I was going to ask you this, but before you drop, Bobby,
Yeah.
do you think that there's more to it? Because the fact that he's getting sold, I don't think alone justifies the club saying you're not going to the tour with us. There are other players again that's in the United States with the club with the troop, and a few of them we know will be sold. So I think there's more to it that we don't know. There
Well,
may be, maybe, but do you
yeah,
think
I
that's the
mean,
case?
I don't know if it's really that draconian. I would like to think, and I do believe, that it's just a matter of a decision being made.
Mm.
And since Maresca has come out and said, look, he has, four centre backs, that he's overstocked in that area, it's all but falling short from saying you're not in our plans for next season. And if he's not in the plans for next season, there's no point him going on pre-season. I mean, he went to pre-season where unfortunately he got injured last season, and he was still up for sale.
And we
Not
weren't able to sell him because he was injured.
Yeah, I think that played a part. It played a big part, although there were a couple of clubs that he didn't want but would have taken him regardless. So, but now that they don't want to play around, they don't want to deceive him. There's a new guy, raise his hopes. There's a new sheriff in town, as it were, and he's made his point clear. I think that's all it is. As for the Trevor side, I don't believe Trevor is a troublesome guy. He loves Chelsea. He's made it clear. He fought even in his statement. He fought very hard to prove himself last season when he was fit, and I think he did prove himself. Not that he had to. We all knew what he was capable of. Trevor, he takes his faith very seriously, so I don't see him doing anything otherwise. The only thing I'll say to Trevor, as somebody that has faith as well, is look, sometimes a disappointment is where God wants to open a new chapter for you. So it doesn't really mean to say that your life is over and the things you could fulfill are over. Maybe it's just your time to fulfill his purpose for you somewhere else, and if he focuses on that, he'll become a much happier boy very quickly, and remain grateful to Chelsea for bringing him up. But maybe he's got another calling elsewhere. That's all I will tell him, and I know if he's the man I believe he is, he'll know what I'm talking about, and he'll just dust himself down and move on. I don't want to see him go to Man United. I'm not hearing that from anybody apart from Chelsea content creators, so I will ignore that. But right now he's up for grabs. Whoever wants him, unfortunately, we are going to have to just suck it up and let him go.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate you for that. Dante, I was going to ask you quickly. Josh Achipong, he is with the troop, right?
Yeah, he
He's
is.
in
Yes.
the United States. Josh,
Yes.
isn't he?
Yes.
Okay. So Sizzler, that reminds me of Sizzler, the Jamaican musician. Sizzler Kalanja. Okay. Here's the thing. Josh will get a chance. If he proves he's good enough to be part of the squad, he'd be part of the squad. And I think he's one of the names being mentioned as a reason why Trevor Chalobah was dropped. Correct me if I'm wrong. But thank you, Sizzler, for joining us. Is that FJ Sizzler? I think it is. Let's see. And Tiaka, we did wish your sister Mimi happy birthday, except if you missed it, you have to go back again to find it. We did the fireworks and the balloon. And John, nice to see you once again. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. And Siaka, I'm gonna ban you. I'm so jealous now. You're thanking everybody. You didn't even thank me. I was the one that that played the balloon thing, but leave me alone. You're not my friend anymore. And John, nice to see you. Good afternoon, everyone, and all the moderators here from the UK. John, nice to see you once again. And Trevoh is saying, I don't like it when people are saying Axel Disasi over Trevor Chalobah. It's their opinion. It's their opinion, and they have every right to say that. While we know Trevor was out for 6 months and we had to buy Axel Disasi, and they both played a part, again, last season for us. I don't know. I don't know where he is. Let's see. We cannot keep every academy graduate. Trevor is decent, but he's a surplus to requirement. And that's irrespective of whose decision it was. EE, nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. And I think it's about time I scrolled to the very bottom so we can switch topics and get to the match preview as soon as possible and reach Money Makers.
That was a really good and very sensible comment. Um, yeah, I think that's the best way to look at it. That was a perfect comment. The
Mhm.
guy that said that we can't keep all our academy
No,
graduates, and
yeah, we
who
can't.
was it that said that? What
Let me
place
see
was
who
that?
was that. I think it was EE.
Yeah, that was very very
Mhm.
sensible. It's painful, but I think he's just one of those that we just have to let go. It's going to hurt us
Yeah.
all, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is indeed. According to your contacts, Trevor Chalobah wants to stay and will only go to Champions League team. But I respect. I repeat, he wants to stay. Wanting to stay is one thing, and the club wanting him to stay is another thing. And if he does that before he gets a chance to play, we'd have to have some crisis before the club accommodates him. I think, like Bobby said, move on. Sometimes such disappointment may well be the biggest blessing he's ever had in his life. Honestly, things like that happen. Go elsewhere, prove Chelsea wrong. It happens all the time. Let's see. Trevor Chalobah never made a mistake before. They've all made one mistake or the other. I remember when I was one of those defending him when he uh, when he emerged under Thomas Tuchel. People were complaining about he makes a mistake here and then, and I was telling them that's very common with players of his age bracket at the time. Um, Let's see. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Yes, so I have a Twitter account. Okay, have a good conversation there. Bobby, what can you say to Tammy Abraham and Tomori? Yeah, they left again, and I'd say my advice is to him is to leave. We have 5 center backs: Tosin, Fofana, and I thought we have 4 actually. I don't know. We still have 5. Tosin, Fofana, Colwell, the CC, and Colwell.
Uh,
Okay.
Coach, can I just
And
add this?
yeah.
Add the comment to Coolest Chelsea about Tammy and Tamori,
Hmm.
and just to also address your issue that there may be more to it than that. I mean, Chelsea legend Frank Lampard, he was highly instrumental to Tammy and Tamori leaving. He stopped playing Tamori completely at one point, and he did the same to Tammy Abraham. So it happens, you know what I'm saying? And Chelsea fans, everybody loved them because they came through our academy. It happens. It really happens. I mean, another one, Hudson Odoi. Some people liked him. I think he needed to go because his form was at risk, and Chelsea couldn't have patience for that. Somebody saying, "I want to see Chalobah at Real Madrid." I think he could well go there. I think he would do well there. I really do. I think he's good enough to rub shoulders with their defenders, and I think he's probably better than a lot of the defenders they have there already, bar Rudiger. And Rudiger's getting on now. So if Real Madrid come knocking for him, I'll just say good luck to you, except against us. But go for it.
Mhm.
Really, really, I
Yeah,
hope it does go to Real
No
Madrid.
Real Madrid is
you
coming for
never know.
Chalobah. Sorry, Bobby.
But you
Well,
never know.
you never know
You
exactly.
never know. Yeah, the manager must see good, and he can play as right back too. And Madrid, they're good at if they can get a player for cheap, they do it and keep you on the bench as long as. And
Yeah.
Trevor Chalobah, I know if Madrid say come, I think he'd probably go and wouldn't mind sitting on the bench and get to and
Oh,
with the
he'll definitely
confidence
go.
that he can prove himself a starter. And you never know, but
He'll
never say
definitely go.
never.
Bayern may come back to him. This their move for
I think it
Tar.
was Tuchel that wanted him at Bayern. I think
Yep.
Bayern. I think they're fine now.
Well, they've got. Well, they're looking for Tar. That I'm not sure that has happened, and they've got the new manager. What's his name again? The
Company.
Company, and Company wanted him at Burnley. He didn't want to go to Burnley. Company made a move for him at Burnley. So you never know. My personal preference would be to see him make such moves if they are available to him, and I'm sure he's actually looking to do that. Because if it's true that he wants a Champions League side, then there are only 4 Premier League clubs that can fit that bill, and I'm not sure any of them are looking at him at the moment.
Well,
Yeah.
he's got. I
A
just read a
more
report.
serious issue here
Coach.
from Wally Waldo. Nice to see you. He says, man, it's really pathetic how money makes people so greedy, cannot watch the Olympics for free and cannot watch the Chelsea match for free. Yeah, unfortunately, they exist for money. So sorry about that.
Well, it's always
Yeah,
been like that.
it has always been like that, but
You had to pay a
probably,
subscription for Chelsea
yeah,
TV back in the day. There's
yeah,
always been a leverage for these
yeah.
things for every club.
Mhm. And I think we'll get to watch some of those games. We've watched preseason free sometimes, but maybe I don't think it happens right now. Things are tighter for them clubs alone. Our companies are so freaking money hungry. That's what they exist for. If anyone does not appreciate, don't mind them. Just leave them. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. My boss, Mrs. Tammy, I left. I left the buddy Sheila, poor guy, and mentioned Colwell twice. And GFC Govern is in the house, bro. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. You know what to do. Do it whenever you wish. We still have 79 people watching. Only 24 of those on YouTube, the rest on X. If you're following the show on X, kindly drop a like on the video and also do follow our X account and help us grow. We'd really appreciate that. I'm going to scroll to the very bottom so we can address all the news items we have and then get to the match preview proper. I know it's only okay, but it's still expensive, irrespective of what anybody thinks of it. Yeah. But all last preseason games were free. Yeah, things change. We need more money for, you get that. What annoys me the most is that worldwide sports isn't free to watch, aka Olympics. Yeah, not even on local TVs these days. Times have changed. Tamita Aluna, can we pick up them? Bones. Yep, I agree to you. Or we agree to you too. I hope you're doing well. So let's go here, address some items. The door is open. Shocking. The door has always been open for Kepa Arrizabalaga 20 years ago till now. The door is open for Kepa Arrizabalaga. Chelsea could let him leave for a figure close to 12 million. Yeah, that's one of those I'd say take whatever comes and run. Let's say what else do we have here? Picture of that's Mark Guy. Nobody can tell me I'm not saying his name correctly right now. And this is Cesare Casade, my boy. This reads that Fiorentina is pushing to get Cesare Casade, but an agreement with Chelsea for the deal is still missing. I need more details. More detail. Is it a loan with an option to buy, or is it going to be again a permanent move straight away? I don't know. I really do want to know. I like this kid, and I was thinking probably he gets a chance under Maresca, given the fact that he played for him at Leicester City and did well. And this particular report here says that AC Milan have resumed talks with Chelsea over Armando Broja. However, AC Milan wants a loan with an option to buy, not an obligation. I don't like this, guys. I don't like us doing business with all these Italian guys. And if he goes out on loan, they would treat him in a way that his value would drop significantly, and they will come back and start lowballing us. I don't like us dealing with Italians. If anybody on the panel want to add anything to that, you go ahead. Otherwise, I'm going to skip through to all the news items we have so that we get to the match preview exercise as quickly as possible. This is just, I think, an opinion of Chelsea Dodgers himself. We've covered everything I opened from VIX. These are the players that training. Philip Jorgensen is keen on the move to Chelsea. We've always known that's the case. And that's why I'm saying get the deal over the line. Just saying here, 12.6 million pounds. That's a ridiculous asking price. He's done well. I think we've gotten some value out of Kepa Arrizabalaga. I'm not going to complain. Hasn't Broja been picked for preseason tour? No, that the fact that he's there doesn't mean that we're no longer going to sell him. No, that was why I said his case tells me that there's more. You could say to the reason why Chelsea didn't travel with Trevoh Chalobah, and that's my opinion. And yep, I hate Italian clubs. They are stingy as whatever you say there, and that's why Chelsea shouldn't do business with them. Unfortunately, they're usually the ones that come from those sort of players. Chelsea advanced for Philip Jorgensen. The conversations are positive, and Chelsea already has an agreement in principle with the player. Negotiations between the clubs will continue in the coming days. I want this guy at Chelsea. Chelsea have sent their first bid in the region of £16.8 million to Villarreal for Philip Jorgensen. I wonder if Jackson, if Jackson knew him. I don't know, or if he knows him, maybe. Trevoh Chalobah cannot be sold anywhere against his wish. Duh. We've always known that's the case. He gets to choose where he wants to go, and he will take his time to assess his options. He will have suitors, though Chelsea are sending such a clear signal that he is a surplus to requirement. That's the language, irrespective of whose decision he was to not travel with him, is unlikely to boost his transfer value. That shows you the club is desperate to let him go. If the club is doing something to a measure that could lead his value dropping, I think there's more to the situation than a lot of people would agree. And it's understandable, but we'll find out. Bayern wants to sell Delete. If they do, maybe they will sign a CB. And do I think that player will be Chalobah? I don't know. Coach doesn't know. Only Vincent Company knows the sort of player he'd be looking for if that happens. I'm gonna get to the comment from Pressa. No more reading about the Chalobah thing. Josh Archibong is regarded as an elite homegrown prospect on the right side of the defense, and taking him to the US gives a new head coach Enzo Maresca more time to work closely with him. Dante, how well do you know this kid? It looks like he's the real deal.
Yeah, very well. He's, like I was saying for a while, he's one of the top 5 talents we have in the academy. Right back, can play. I mean, he played right centre back as well because he's tall. And for the youth teams, of course, he can fill in at right centre back, no problem. But predominantly a right back. That's right back, right wing. He's played in the DM as well a little bit, just because of his size in the lower levels. So they used him everywhere basically. But he's a right back. That's his preferred position in it. That's because he's actually very fast as well. So people got a little bit of a look at him when he came on at the end of the season, that last game or second last game. I can't remember when it was. Yeah, he's an elite talent. Like I said, he's the top 5. So for me, the top 5 are the elite talents in the academy. He's one of those. I've been asking for a long time to see him play. As you know, all year I've been asking for those players to get a go. Last year under our ex, when we had so many injuries and so many players out, um, he would have him on the bench, but he never put him on. So yeah, look, he's an exciting prospect. It'll be good to see. Maresca loves him already. I saw in training a clip where you can see he's really into it. And another interview he did today with ESPN, he was just talking about the youth, the couple of extra youth players that are coming from the academy, which I assume he would be. Obviously, he'll be one of those. He's just saying he's really excited to work with them, and he feels like that's his strength, really getting the young players up to speed. And the young players are the ones that listen the most, and they're most eager, and the most eager to learn. They're listening the most, and they've got the athletic ability to go with it. So he's very happy, and he thinks they'll have a very bright future in this coming year. So that's exciting to hear.
Yeah, and Bobby used to watch a lot of the academy kids play. Doesn't look like he has time to be doing a lot of that recently. So, uh, Bobby, you don't? It looks like you don't watch them. That you don't watch them that much anymore.
Yeah, I mean, prior to COVID, gosh, I was there all the time. I've watched them for many years. All the five back-to-back FA Cup runs, and UFA Youth Cups that we won after winning it three times earlier. I watched it
That
all.
was the days of what's his name? Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Solanke, and the others, right?
Yeah, Ruben,
Those were the
Jeffrey
days. Yeah, go
Bruma's
ahead.
lot, Gail Kakuta, all of them. I mean, I'm going back. I've watched them and I've watched them well. However, that was then, but now you're right. Illness and the whole COVID situation kind of um, took me out of that loop. Um, I have been to one or two. I think I caught an under 14s game, and I have caught the under 18s once last season. This guy, to be fair, the only time I've seen him was when he came on for the first team when Poch brought him on, and he didn't really do anything wrong. You know, he did a lot of good defending. He came on in
Hmm.
the right back position, and you know, the youthful exuberance and excitement of actually coming on for the first team. And the adrenaline that generates got him to give us the performance that he did. He's tall for, you know, he's a young kid, but he's tall, rangy, strong, physically strong. I'm looking forward to seeing him, and him and Tyreek George are one of the reasons I'm quite interested in this preseason because I want to see him, Tyreek George, Mark Gui, and I'm quite sure that in a game like Wrexham, that will probably be a time for them to get some minutes, some decent minutes on the pitch. I hope they do anyway.
Yeah, I hope the manager will look at them, and if they're good enough, yeah, they will continue. It's as simple as that. Let's see what else we have here, and we see Constantine Dante sounds like my math teacher. Wow, I like that one. You guys should all attack him from the chat. There's nothing I will think or suggest that will make any difference. Okay, just having a good conversation there. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes that do go a long way. Josh Isabella, one of my academy players. I remember you've talked about him before. And Jay is in the house. Jay, nice to see you. I appreciate you, and I do hope you're doing well. What are y'all thoughts on Caleb Wiley, new signing? I know nothing about him. I haven't even watched his comps. Where the producer just shows us clips of where he where he did well. All
Josh,
right,
can
big
I
up.
ask you a
Yeah, go
question,
ahead.
which intrigues me? I mean, all you guys, you Americans out there, don't you
Mhm.
watch the MLS at all? Because he plays
I
for
do watch every
Atlanta.
now and then, but not all the time.
All right. Because
Yeah,
you should be
but it
telling
has
us about him.
improved. It has improved.
Yeah. Well, anyway, he's a Strasbourg guy anyway. I don't think we'll be seeing him anytime soon. But I heard he broke into the first team for Atlanta, and I know they only have one division there, but anyone that watches that league at all, maybe I guess if you watch the league, you'll only watch the team you like. So if it's not Atlanta, then you won't know anything about him.
Yep, thank you so much for that. Just give me 1 second here. Just sending a message to someone. All right, let's move on. Josh Archibong. I hope he gets a chance. And we have, what else do we have here? I really want to buy this. I like this even better than the match day home jersey. And I've checked for it online and couldn't find any. Which means okay, Jackson and Jorgensen do know each other very well. Okay, thank you so much for that. And just talking to Mabas, there anything else? I'm trying to get it to the excerpt from the manager's first presser. Ukuchukwu looks like he just hit a curler there before that picture was taken. Reece James, a lot of meat added there. I didn't say that.
Did anyone notice that Caicedo has gone to the American camp already? He
Yeah,
cut
he is.
his holiday short.
Yeah, no slacking.
That's very impressive.
Mm.
That's something we need to really pat him on the back for, because he realizes, certainly after last season, the importance of getting yourself into a good preseason and integrating with the team and the tactics. And I like that. I like to hear that from a player. Although I like them to have a holiday as well. They do need a rest, but he really is showing a side to him that's encouraging.
Yeah, thank you so much, people. We have 36 likes, a total of 96 people watching, 40 of those on YouTube, the rest on X. Please, if you're following the show on X, kindly take a second, like the video on X, or share the video on X, and also follow our X account to help us grow. Sincerely do appreciate you. 37 likes. We should be doing a lot better than that. And after this show, Trevoh will be going live also, and I've redirected this particular show, to his own show. So when this ends, you will be redirected to Trevoh's show to go drop a like for him at least, even if you're not going to have time to watch. So this Enzo Maresca on Enzo Fernandez. The player made a statement and apologized, and the club also gave a statement. There's nothing to add. The situation is clear. And I like that. And I'm going to say this, unfortunately, I think the players are probably going to move on quickly. And the fans will still be, you can say, fighting over it. Reece James on red cards. I am one to push the boundaries, and sometimes it costs the team. It's something that I am trying to work on. This is important. I'm happy that the manager have decided that he remains the captain. Why is that important? You learn from experience. He's led to us playing with a man down, I think, on 2 occasions unnecessarily. The final part of that comment from him shows that he's learning from his mistakes. And I'd rather keep a captain. Let me first of all use the language: being there, seen it all, and done it all. That interpreted to he's made the mistakes, and he's going to learn from his mistakes, and he's going to be a better captain, or a better leader if you prefer. So I'm happy that he's but especially about the second part of it, his comment here. It's something I'm trying to work on. So he's going to learn from his mistakes. So Palmer and Nani will fight over right wing position. I think they're going to rotate. They're both good, and they differ a bit. In my opinion, I think what's his name? I'd say Nani is more direct, but Palmer is more creative. That's off the top of my head, or you can say off the bat. Reece James on the captaincy. You probably know better than me directly. I haven't been told if I will be captain. I am not the one who makes this decision, but Maresca did say something that suggests James will remain the captain. Reece James on Enzo Fernandez. A really difficult situation. Indeed, it is. Enzo acknowledged he did something wrong, and that's the part that's very important to me, and he's apologized to, and apologized to the club and the team. I have spoken to Enzo and everyone involved, but those conversations have to stay in-house. Excellent. He speaks intelligently, and I like that. No beating around the bush, no denying anything, no the sort of answer we got from Frank Lampard when asked about Roman Abramovich, when he denied he never met him in person or something like that. But it turns out he actually used to go on his yacht and all that. But let's move on from that. So I'm glad the way he responds to questions intelligently. And then Chelsea captain here, Reece James, admits the Enzo Fernandez issue is a difficult one. This is more like something we've addressed that already. Reece James also says that there's a lot of adjustments to make to the new system. Whenever a manager comes in, there's a lot to take on. Let's talk about this quickly, and I'm going to start with you, Dante. There is a stark contrast between Mauricio Pochettino's approach and Enzo Maresca's approach, leading to me believing that the manager he's not going to experiment a lot because there's no enough time. Or let me say, he would want to accelerate the adaptation of the players to his approach, which means he'd prefer starting players that he knows he'll be using throughout the season and not experiment that much. I don't know if you get my point, but Dante, let's hear you.
Yeah, and I did want to say something about the captaincy. I'm not sure if you've seen that Thiago Silva is the captain of his Brazilian team that he joined. He was
Yeah.
made captain, and he had a few comments to say about the captaincy. First of all, he said that this is going back on. Remember how he said, "Oh no, he doesn't really want to be captain at Chelsea." Do you remember we were talking about that argument for quite a while with some people? Well, some of the comments he made as he got the new captaincy and his Brazilian team, Fluminense, is it Fluminense?
Fluminense. I don't know. I'm not sure how you pronounce it correctly.
Yeah, Fluminense. He said he never says no to the captaincy, and he always wants to be the captain of any team. And
that's it. That's interesting.
So that tells me that he wanted to be the captain at Chelsea, but our ex, as I thought all along, did not want him to be captain. Because we had a big discussion. We had a show for like an hour. We were talking about that. I remember.
We talked about it 1,000 times because it comes up every now and then.
I kept saying there's no way a player like him would say no to a captaincy and does not want to be captain of this young team and be the leader. When you can see how much he does it on the field, on the sidelines, he would want that recognition and he wants that armband on his hand. Well, that just tells me now that he did want it. He pretty much made it clear, but he wasn't chosen. So that should put that to
rest.
But
that's still your opinion, right? I want that.
It is my opinion, but it's pretty much telling me if he says he got the captaincy straight away at Fluminense, and him saying in the interviews and on the articles that he's always wanted to be captain. Every team he coached, he's played for, he wants to be the captain, and he wants to lead and he wants to teach the young players, and 100% he wants to be the captain. He always has wanted to be the captain at every team. So he kind of put that question to bed that I didn't want to be captain, but I'll coach, on the sidelines, blah, blah, help Pochettino, but not be the actual captain. That puts that to bed, in my opinion. The way he said it and the way he spoke about it, to me, just showed that he was not chosen as the captain. He 100% wanted to be the captain. And that was my view all along. I know some of you guys didn't agree that he didn't want to be coach. You were saying, no, he probably didn't want to be captain because he wants to do it.
I did mention his relationship with Reece James, that they're very close. The chances are, he said he doesn't need the armband to be captain. That's my opinion. And again, I get it. I think people will be inclined to, now people, if they hear the interview in question that you just mentioned or you referenced, they'd be inclined to believe that maybe at Chelsea he wanted it but wasn't given it. But go ahead. You haven't answered the question whether...
Sorry, a bit off topic, but I just thought I'd bring that up because that was interesting.
No, I understand. It's interesting. It's always important to bring up such thing. But I want to hear from you your opinion of what do you make of my opinion that given the contrast between how Mauricio Pochettino approaches the game, more direct than Enzo Maresca's, in my opinion, that whether that will lead to Enzo Maresca maximizing the little time he has from now to the end of the preseason to get the players to adapt more to his approach than experiment a lot. So you can say, in other words, he's not going to be experimenting too much because there isn't enough time for his players to adapt quickly to his approach with his very which is very different from the way the players played for nearly the entirety of a season. But let's hear you.
Yeah, coach. He's not going to experiment. He's already pretty much said in his interviews that he's not and at Leicester and in his interviews, he's not the type of guy to experiment. He sticks to his philosophy, sticks to his system, and he sticks to his beliefs, and he will not change that. So he's not going to experiment. He's going to keep it well simple. Simple, I mean, as in his system. He's going to drill that system into the players and keep it simple, as in not change anything around or start experimenting. 100% he's not going to do that. It will be all his system. You got to follow exact what he wants. And with the young players, you're going to get they're going to listen. They listen much better than the players, more experienced players. That they listen more, they follow more. It's just how the old do that as much. They think better, and they've seen it all before. Blah blah blah. The young players always listen. They're much more coached.
Mhm.
So he did say in the interview earlier today that he loved the squad. That it's one of the major attractions besides Chelsea being a club, and as you said, one of the biggest clubs in the world, in his opinion. The other one was that it's a very youthful team and it's a youth project. He absolutely loves that, and if you believe best at getting the best at coaching young players and getting the best out of them. So yeah, obviously that's helped him get the job as well. Most likely in the interviews, he's analyzed every single player. He's analyzed players that have played on loan for us. He was speaking about Reece James. He's how he analyzed him at Wigan playing
Yeah.
in the defensive midfield role.
For what's the club again? He talked about Reece James's days at Wigan. Go ahead.
Wigan. He's experimented 2018 when he was playing as a defensive mid to see how he would do it right. And yeah, so he's been searching video, a lot of studying, and really looking into his how to play that position if he needs them to. Who can play that? If James can play that in position, yes. Yeah, he's been doing a lot of work, so he's very impressive when it comes to that micromanagement
Yeah,
into every little
and
detail.
yeah, and just quickly, Swedish. I don't know Swedish, Swadesh. I don't know how you. Apologies,
What
is
day?
it Swedish or is I think probably most likely Swadesh. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. I think this is your first time here, and I want to say welcome to you. Feel at home, express yourself. All we ask of you is just to keep it civil. I have conversations with your fellow Chelsea fans in the chat. And welcome. Usually, the sign that you're a newcomer is when you respond to Nightbot saying hello to you. Nightbot is a machine. But go ahead, Dante. Sorry, I just wanted to say welcome to Swadesh.
Yeah, welcome, Swadesh. Yeah, coach. Yeah, he's not gonna to answer your question. No, he's not gonna be complicated. He's gonna keep it simple, and his philosophy. He will not. He's not going to experiment like our ex experimented quite a little bit. So yeah, it should be exciting. Can't wait for the first game to see some of the youngsters play. Because we were not going to see that. It's going to be most of the youngsters the first game. It's not going to be really much of. It's going to be more the squad players and the youngsters getting a go. That'll be exciting to watch.
Yeah, Bobby, you want to speak on whether you think the manager, whether he will experiment or whether you think his sole focus will be to field more of the you could say frosting players or players he's certain will stay or he will be using a lot to get them to adjust to his approach as quickly as possible. If you're there, Bobby.
Yeah, coach, he will experiment. He has to experiment. That's what preseason is for. Fitness, experimentation, and rehearsals.
Mhm.
That's exactly. Sorry, I have to get this, and I'll get back to you straight after. Sorry.
All right. Let's wait. I'm going to continue getting what we have in the chat here while Bobby takes his call. And just give me 1 second here. All right, let's see. Give me 1 second and take care of something here. All right, what else do we have here? Well spoken, Bobby. Always enjoying listening to Bobby. CFC Dante once again. And you should be a Chelsea assistant coach. Wow. I don't want to say what comes to mind. And to me, that Lumareka is saying here, we do not have to waste energy and time making inferences from all these public address stuff that appears much like some media PR. Wow, Shanks is in the house. Shanks, nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Big up the big up to you. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding bring up the feed, coach. Wow, that's always you're here to say. Always fighting me unnecessarily. I'm just gonna ban you temporarily. Most times, according to Tamida Alu and Rekami, people tend to succumb to ecstasy and spill uncontrollably. It doesn't necessarily give a direct representation of their intention. It's usually to please the itching ears. do you you
Tem
like to see?
asking ChatGPT again questions. Looks like it.
I love coaches start on the channel, then Dante finishes. Okay. Thank you so much for that. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Always feel good to see my brother. Love our blue always. London is always blue. Thank you so much, Swadish, for saying that, and welcome. Feel at home, express yourself. All we ask of you is to keep it a civil. 41 likes. We should be doing a lot better. 111 people watching. Only 49 of those on YouTube. You can say nearly 50%. The rest on X. And if you're following the show on X, please kindly take a second, drop a like on the stream for us, and also follow our X account to help us grow. We are looking for more followers. We beg for likes and followers because we're a small account here. Let's see. I think somebody's trying to correct me for something here. It said, "Welcome to Swedish." What did I miss? But Swedish, welcome to the Chelsea Perspective community. Dante, our form with Wrexham's form pretty much the same, and they just one draw out of their last 5 games. For us, 5 wins in a row. How many goals did we score? That's 7. That's 10. That's 12. 14 goals in total, and in their last 5 games, they scored that's a 3-6. And it's 12, that's a 14. So they scored more than us. They've conceded how many? Just 3. But I think we've conceded a lot more. 5, 6, we've conceded 6 in total. Let's see. Why do you guys welcome me last year? We don't welcome you every year. You're an OG here. Thiago Silva said what he had to say at Chelsea for what the moment required, and at Fluminense for the same reason, I guess. I wish you could be on the panel to slug it out with Dante. I'm not going to be the mediator here. But let's say I would choose my club to win. Of course, I'm quite sure, probably 80% plus. Yep, 82% believe Chelsea will beat Wrexham. Only 5% thinks the game will end in the draw, and 13% thinks Wrexham will beat Chelsea. And inside, just 2 items here. They haven't lost in the 6 matches, and we haven't lost in 6 matches. The form is pretty even, but the truth remains, I think we have better quality. And for Chelsea, I don't know. Mudryk, is this old? Is Mudryk not an injury? I don't believe that. Romeo Lavia out for the season. I think this is old.
That's old, coach. No.
That's not correct, right? So nothing else to address here. I'm not sure anything new has emerged, but we'll check anyway. Let me go back to Vix's page.
Coach, let me answer Mabasta's question because he keeps asking 100 times.
Yeah, go ahead. I didn't know he asked the question, did he? I have glasses on and I'm missing a lot.
4 or 5 times already. No, Mabast, 0, none.
What is he asking, really?
Which Romanian national team player would you take at Chelsea? 0, none. None of them.
Okay. Look at it here. You don't like all of them? How about the young Haji?
No, they're not up to the standards. They're not good enough. They're if I would say that if there was one, I would say it because obviously my background, but no, there is none of that I would take. 100% none of them.
Yeah. And here from, I think that may well be the case here. Somebody was saying that KDH might be recovering from a niggle. it looks Histon. I'm inclined to believe that's the case because if you've been following the Chelsea Twitter account or even the big account that usually share training pictures, if you remember, he wasn't seen for a while with our players training on the grass. So it took a
He
while
did, yeah.
before we
He had a
saw a
niggle,
picture of him.
coach.
So
Yeah, it was
he
documented. He had a
does.
niggle. He didn't train. He didn't train for like a few days. He didn't train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I thought maybe he was given more time to rest because the championship can be grueling, in my opinion. How many games in total? A lot more than the Premier League. All
Yeah,
right,
48. 10 more games. Yeah. Yep.
48. Yeah, plus they have the cup games too. So
Correct.
I thought maybe he was given more time to rest. I didn't know what the case was. So we're gonna go to the lineup building exercise. We're gonna try to predict. So Dante, we would do your 11. I would do my 11. Bobby would do his 11, and we'll call it a day and go support Trevoh, who will be streaming immediately after this game. Where's Vince? I did go to his account. If anything new has emerged, it seems Jorgensen is the chosen one. Chelsea are close to agreeing a deal to sign Villarreal's Philippe Jorgensen. The clubs okay are discussing a fee between 20 million euros, 16.8 million pounds. Okay, and 25 million for the Denmark under 21 international who has a 45 million euros release clause. It looks like it's gonna happen, and yep, it makes sense. So let's come back here, Dante. Let's hear your 11 for the game. I'll
For the
wait.
game,
And
I
I
have
hope,
no idea, coach.
yeah, give it a shot.
That can be anyone, really. It's first preseason game. It could be. It's all the young. There's 40 guys there. I have no idea who he's gonna put. That's it. You're gonna ask me out of
Who
40
do you think
places.
starts? Just go. Just give it a shot, man. Just come. I want to
Oh,
put you to
geez.
shame in
Okay.
public. Go
We'll go
ahead.
for what's his name?
I hope I have the goalkeeper that's gonna start. Who?
Well, Sanchez is really. It's either Sanchez, Eddie Beach, or Bettinelli. One of those three.
I
So
think
just put
Sanchez starts
Sanchez.
because even if he's gonna experiment, I don't think he experiments a lot with the goalkeepers.
No, so you put Sanchez. Yeah, 100% Sanchez.
Okay. Left back.
Left back will be maybe Renato Vega.
Renato. Okay. Because of what the manager said, right?
And because there's no one else really to put there. There's no one else. He's the second. It's either him or Chilwell, but I think he will get the go.
Okay,
Or maybe
who
it
else?
could be Chilwell just to see if he's.
You think it's gonna be Chilwell? Are you there, Dante? Are you gone? Don't run away. Hello.
Sorry, I got cut off. I'm back. Yeah, so put Renato. Yeah, center backs. Let's go with.
I hope Dante isn't running.
No. Sorry, I had a
Dante, you there?
connections poor again. To
All right,
back.
I'm gonna continue getting what we have in the chat there. If
Wow,
we'll have
I
a
don't know who's
lot,
gonna play.
45 likes, we should be doing a lot better than that. A total of
Buddy Shields
107
back.
people watching. How many of those? Only 47 of those on YouTube. Dante, are you there? Don't run away. Don't run away, Dante. It looks like he's Dante
The
has run
connection,
away.
sorry. I don't run.
All right, I'm gonna get back to the chat and see if there's anything to address that. I'm not sure what's happening to Dante's connection. Give me 1 second here. What's going on with the connection here?
I think you changed the screen.
All right. While you wait for us to figure out what's going on, I'm not sure. I don't think I have an issue with my system. It's still working. And I'm quite sure you guys can hear me. But it looks like my system is frozen. No jokes.
Need to change the screen, coach.
All right. Temidayo Oluwarakemi here saying, who asked you to even attend to my past? Dante, are you back on?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. So we
Okay.
chose Renato Vega left back, or do you think it would be Chile? Up to you. Dante, can you hear me?
I'm gonna go Renato. Yes.
Okay. Two center backs. Let's hear you.
We'll probably go Badiashile.
Badiashile on the left.
Yep.
All right. Badiashile, not Badiashile,
And
my
Disasi on
man.
the right.
You think, okay, that may well be it because the manager would want to see him. All right. Right back.
Yeah, yeah. I'll probably go Achapong on the right.
Do I even have him here? Josh? Do I have him here? I don't have him. So I have to find him and add him. But go ahead. We know. I'm just going to leave his name there. 266. No, the
It's
structure has to
he's not
change.
gonna play this formation, coach.
Yeah, four
He's not
three three.
playing
I've changed
this.
it.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
The six. Yeah, the six. I'll probably go Lavia.
Makes sense.
Um, we'll go for on the left hand side. Um, I don't know who's gonna put. I have no idea.
Yeah, you have to. And figured it out. I'm waiting.
I have no idea who's gonna play. I don't know, coach. You choose one. Go ahead.
No, it's not. It's your lineup. It's not mine. Even if it was me,
On
I'm,
my
I'm
line
not.
is my personal lineup. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure who's gonna start there. In all honesty,
Yeah,
because
it's hard. Like
yeah,
it's gonna be one of the youngsters most likely, but I don't know who he will put. So, um, let's see. Who can we put? No idea, coach. Go on the other side. Go to the attacking eight. Uh,
I'll-
or go up front, please. Yeah, go. I'll put Tyreek George on the right wing.
yeah. I don't have.
Right
I
wing
don't sure. I
George.
have.
Yep.
I don't have his picture in the database. I can help you with one, but go ahead, Tariq. Here, you think Tariq? So I'm gonna go Tariq.
Yeah. So
All
George
right.
there.
Is that a Q there? Okay. Who else?
Up front, we might see Guy.
You don't think Madrid starts?
No, not the first game. No,
Okay.
I'll
On
go
the
Guy
left
for up
here.
front.
Here's the thing. I
Guy up
think
front.
let me help you a bit. Let's just work together. Let me help you a bit. I think Chilwell will start here. I think Chilwell starts here, in my opinion.
He could. Yeah, it's either one
Yeah,
of them two.
because the manager doesn't have numbers, and I'm quite sure Casado he's not going to start. That's just my opinion. I think Chilwell
No,
starts here.
Casado's not playing. No,
No,
Casado's not
yeah,
going to
I
play.
think Viega comes here. I think Renato
Okay,
can
I'm
play
back, guys.
central.
Just for about
He
five,
could.
10 minutes. I don't know if
Okay,
you can hear.
okay. Renato
I'm
there.
back.
Then I think here Lavia will be okay, Bobby. We heard you. Lavia will be here.
Okay, the
The
box to
question
box.
now is here. Sorry?
So Lavia for the box to box role. Yep.
Yeah, as the 8. I think he will probably will give that a try, in my opinion.
Okay. And the
I don't
attacking
know.
eight.
I'm just helping you, but it's your decision. We don't have all the pictures
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the
Look, could
database.
be like I
And
said,
if
it could be so
yeah,
many
go ahead.
things. It could be all over the place. So we're not sure this first game. Could be so
Mhm.
many of the young kids be playing. Can even
So
go.
we're just having fun here.
Yeah. I'll probably actually change from Tariq to the right. I'll put Angelo Gabriel. Maybe he'll get a go.
Angela here.
Yeah, Angelo there.
Ah, I think we'll see that.
Yeah, he'll want to
But
have a
we
look
don't
at
have.
him. So I think we'll
I'll
see
try
him
and
there.
get the picture. And remember, I don't think Renato is going to be here. I think we'll see what's his name, Santos. So I need to update the database for this. I think Santos is going to start this game. What do you think?
Well, yeah, I was thinking Santos, if he's going to play. I don't know if he's going to play because he needs to go to Strasbourg, but he probably will.
Yeah,
Is there a
Santos
point in playing him
Central.
really that much? There's not much point in playing him if he's going to Strasbourg, but he doesn't really need to look at
Then we
him.
shouldn't have taken him to the on the trip. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird one. I'm not sure why the boys that are going to Strasbourg, unless Strasbourg are not starting, they're starting their preseason a little bit later, maybe. But they should have been preseason at Strasbourg. So I'm not sure about why Santos and that are there. But yeah, Santos won't play the DM. Lavia will probably still play the DM. Then maybe Santos can play that where Renato is if he's going to be there, the box to box.
Yeah, he can play box to box to the right, in my opinion. So Latvia
Yeah,
can still remain here, right?
I think Lavia will still get because that's a role he will
The
play in.
central row, right? And then Santos can
Yeah,
play here.
and he needs game time, so I think he'll probably play. Yeah, I'll put Santos there up front. Angelo Guy will be the striker, in my opinion. You want to have a look at Guy as the striker?
I think he will be. You're correct. I think you're tapping in on Jay.
No, not tapping on anyone actually. Left. Well, Tyreek George has played left before as well, so he might look at him there. But if not, uh, could be Sterling, maybe not Sterling. Sterling, yeah, actually didn't go anywhere. Sterling, so he might look at Sterling. I'll put Sterling there just for fun.
Yeah, so you think Sterling starts? All right. So we need
That
to.
should do it for now.
Mhm. Okay, that's your lineup, and I don't think I'm not doing anything.
It's too hard we don't know this first game
No,
what
we
it
don't.
can
I
be.
think we're just having fun. I think it's
Yeah,
gonna be everywhere.
correct.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be everywhere. It could be a game where we see two 11s, one in the first half and the second 11 in the
Oh,
second half.
100%.
So
100% there'll
yeah.
be 11 substitutes.
So the
100%. Yeah, there
conversation
always
is
is.
again is that we should be having is who gets minutes here and there. We can't. There's no way we get this correct. I don't think we'll be
No,
even be anything close to getting it right. And we know we just want to say have
correct.
fun
Yeah.
because it's part of it. But one thing is certain, I think we'll beat them. I'd be shocked if we're done. And Judy's saying here, Wrexham wrecked Manchester United last season. They're not a pushover. I think they're good enough, and I think we'll beat them. Coach from Michael, this is start. Yeah, he's going to start right wing. You know that. It's Lavia Santos and KDH. KDH, he's
Injury.
lost
Yeah.
and he has an ego. I think it was Jay that raised it, and also Dante confirmed that on the panel here. When is the game? 7 p.m. my time. So a lot of people in the UK will be asleep at the time. West Africa will be asleep at the time. KDH, Lavia, and Santos. I don't think KDH starts this game. Did he participate in the training session yesterday on the grass? I don't remember if he did. I didn't pay close attention to the pictures. Based on this lineup, Dante is closest to United.
Yeah, it looks like Shanks has got a bit of a problem with me today. He's calling me a kid, and then he's got a bit of a problem. He should be
He's
careful what
not
he says a
supposed to
bit.
call you a kid. You know that, right?
Yeah, he's got to be a bit careful what he says.
All right. If you have any questions and you're in the chat, drop it. We'll be rounding off a feature that we call a beat so that we can all go and support Tobeho. I'll be on the panel for a beat. At Tobeho show, then I have to go take care of something. I think I've told you that, then I don't want to say it here.
Yep.
Coach, what is he saying? You're lucky you're the one living in the H place, not me. Big up to you too, Nigel. Well, it's nice to see you. I hope you're doing well, and I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. And if you have any questions, to drop it in the chat and we'll try to address it. We have about 7 minutes to round up so we can go support Tobeho. And one thing I want to say quickly again, who for you will be the standout player in this season? Tell us why. But Dante, that question to you right now: who do you think will be the standout player? For me, I'm going to tell people watch out for Renato Viega. But let's hear you, Dante.
I knew you were going to say him.
Why would I say?
You
Did
got
I
an
make it
obsession with
difficult for
Renato
you?
Vega.
I like him.
It must
But
be
go
his little
ahead, bro.
mustache or something. I don't know.
For you, he
I'm gonna
looks quality,
say.
right?
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say Nkunku. Like him being top scorer, he plays the number.
Nkunku, you could say for me, in my opinion, Nkunku having a good season is no surprises there because he again, you could say maybe the question should have been who do you think would surprise people a lot. Nkunku emerging as our top scorer by the time the season ends, it's will not surprise anybody. He's had it in him. He just didn't stay fit. Um, for me,
Okay, so
Renato
different
will
question. Okay.
surprise people because a lot of people aren't expecting much from him. But go ahead, what you were saying.
Okay, so all right, so not Nkunku then. Okay, so someone that will
No,
surprise
yeah,
someone
yeah.
that's um someone that will surprise. Okay. Jeez. I'll probably say, well, can I say KDH?
I mean, you can because a lot of people don't trust him. A lot of people don't. I mean, he counts. A lot of people don't
I've seen
believe
a
he
lot of
do
people
well for him,
exactly
and
say,
some
oh,
people
he's
think we shouldn't have
championship
signed him.
level.
Go ahead.
He's championship level. He's not Chelsea quality. Why did we sign so much player? Why so much
Yeah,
money?
exactly.
Yeah, so a lot of people have been giving him a lot of slack on the X. I think I'll say him. Yep. So I can prove
Yeah, I
people
think
wrong.
so too. I think so too. One thing we all can agree with is that he's the manager's most important signing. He's Maresca's Jorginho, in my opinion. What is your time? 7 p.m. PST. And thank you, Zadima. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Pacific Standard Time. Palma, Nkunku, and Jackson will be a standout. Those not nothing surprises there. No surprises there. Nkunku, yeah. Palma, yeah. And who did you mention? Jackson. No, we're talking about like the new signings, or maybe even Mihailo Mudryk. I think will shock a lot of people. As long as
Yeah,
Maresca
the
don't do
wingers.
him,
Yeah, the
yeah,
wingers. Yeah, even
yep. I think
Sterling
they
can shock
will.
a lot of people. Even our good friend Sterling can shock a lot of people, and it depends who's going to stay on the right side. If it's going to be Angelo, if he's going to stay, or we're buying a new right winger. So it just depends. I think, yeah, I think that because they're very influential, they'll score a lot of goals. They might not do much during the game, the wingers, but they have to make those runs in the back post, and they should be getting quite a lot of goals. So I think they'll be quite influential, the wingers.
Yep. What? Who's saying they cannot hear you? I can see your avatar there. I think they should be hearing you. Dante is added. Bobby is added. I'm added. I think maybe that's old. That was when you were
That was an
struggling with
old,
your connect.
yeah. They could hear
Yeah.
me, coach, but they couldn't. Yeah, you didn't. I don't know
Okay.
why.
Okay. Starling, Gui, Angelo, the Brazilian Angelo, maybe because yeah, he hasn't performed for us. I was nice to see Nkunku will finally ball out next season, and no surprises there. Anything else to address? If you have any questions, drop it in the chat, and we'll be happy to address it. That was before. I think he sorted it out. Anything else? Well, Wade, Dante, anything else you want us to talk about? I don't think anything new has emerged.
Nothing, coach. We'll go to Bego's channel. I think is Bobby here. I think he's back. So
Okay, Bobby, if you're there, anything else you want to talk about before we switch to Tebejo's channel to go support him?
Yeah, I mean, I've been here and you were just ignoring me, but it's okay. I'm
he's
used
talking,
to it.
coach, but we can't hear him.
But
Shocking, right?
coach can hear me. Coach can hear me.
I
But
can
yeah,
hear you. Right?
okay. I mean, I have some treatment, but if you can put the link for Tobago's channel, of course, I'll hopefully be able to join.
All right, I'll share it with you. I'll tell him to share it with you. All right, thank you so much, people. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Thank you, Uzadim Malkukwe Dalon One. Thank you, Richard Money Because always nice to see you. Thank you, Mabas, my Iraqi bro, Jude, the CEO of Chelsea FC Jingles. Nice to see you. I don't think you shared the link or to your channel there. Shanks, the Danger Man. Nice to see you. Don't shank anybody there. Who else? Again, Nigel Wells. Thank you, Nigel, for finding the time to join us. And we had a newcomer here, and Jay, the 2 a.m. guy. We appreciate you. And my bro on the panel and the captain of the house, Constantine Dunn. Much love to you. And Bobby, the OG here. We appreciate you all. And if I missed your name, apologies. I'm only human. See you guys next time. God bless us all. And cheers.
lanes, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la 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 la, la 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 la, oh, oh, la 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 la, la 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 la, oh, 6 a.m. and I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la 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 la.